6-story mech we can't currently hide. Just want to know, are we pressing our advantage? Or are we pressing our luck? Because one of those runs out.
You still pushing for a run to Canada?
I'm with you, Guardian. To the gates of hell if need be. But I wouldn't be me if I didn't check to see you considered other options. It's funny.
What is?
I'm way more nervous now than I was in that first fight. I don't know why.
Oh, in that first fight you didn't have any. But now?
Yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out how not to mess it all up.
You seen or heard anything out of the ordinary?
Look at me, Guardian. I look like a good judge of ordinary to you?
That tracking device in the hangar.
Yeah. A lot of the people who could have planted it on the mech.
Are right here.
Look, you asked about out of the ordinary. Well, it's just Rambler. You know he's always been gung-ho Joe, but this last mission?
You thought he was acting different?
Not be nothing, but he's the scout, right? And he missed every damn thing we ran into. The mines, the ambush, everything. I know. Is it possible he was leading us into that trap on purpose?
That is suspicious.
I'm just paranoid. You know me. I smell flowers and I'm looking around to see if I'm standing on someone's grave.
No. A little paranoia is called for right now. Keep your eyes open. If one of us is working for Humanix, they're gonna have to make a move. After what we just did.
Yeah, we're too dangerous to live. Well, that's good. Dibs on that from my autobiography title. Too dangerous to live.
You're one of a kind, Bulldog.
Hey, Guardian. Got a question I've been meaning to ask you.
Yeah.
How you holding up?
Focusing on the job. I want you to do the same.
Roger that.
Paladin, this is Guardian. Over.
Guardian, good to hear your voice. Been looking over your after-action reports. Quite a read. I'd almost think this data was faked.
It's real. This mech, along with M1KL, it's performing beyond every hope we ever had. And it's getting better. M1's already added weapon functionality.
That's what I want to talk to you about. You're piloting the only hope I've seen in the last 7 years. So you can't take any more chances like you did today. The attack on the assault base. It was reckless. You endangered Project Deliverance. And that can't happen again.
I needed to re-establish contact with you, General.
No. You needed to run. That blackout jammer didn't have unlimited range. You could have gotten far enough away and established contact then. Am I understood?
Yes, ma'am.
We've worked for 3 years to get production capacities up here at Deep Mountain. We're ready to turn your one machine into an army.
But M1.
Maybe we're not as artful as your wife, but we're already producing AI co-pilots. This is it, Guardian. This is the game changer we've been waiting for. You need to stay alive and get to us.
Once we know we're not being tracked.
Affirmative.
We had a traitor in the hangar. We found a tracking device. On the mech.
On the mech? You're sure?
Positive. Whoever the traitor is, they had access to everything. Now maybe they died in the attack, but we've got to operate on the assumption they could be in this unit.
It's a wrinkle we weren't counting on.
I don't follow. You were worried about us being tracked.
By high-altitude reconnaissance drones, not by a traitor in your midst. That, the EMF cloak won't defend against.
You want us to get an EMF cloak. You wouldn't happen to know where we could find one just lying around, would you?
Liberty's on your team for a reason. She should be able to build one if you get her enough parts.
Wolfenbarger. You're talking about sending us to Wolfenbarger Air Base.
I know it's going to be difficult, but it's our only chance.
You're asking me to go back to the site of...
The destruction of Wolfenbarger Air Base was not your fault. I ordered you to break off all communication, and you followed my order.
I never should have followed that order.
You followed it because you're a good soldier. And to protect your family.
That was a lie. You used me.
Neither of us knew if your family was safe.
Back on the Ides, you didn't care about my family. You only cared about the M1 program.
M1KL was my priority. That doesn't mean I didn't care about your family.
Do you know how many personnel were stationed at Wolfenbarger on the Ides?
12,000 souls.
12,809. That's how many people you ordered me to abandon.
No. I told you to leave 12,000 people who were already dead. And if I didn't, you would be too. And M1KL would likely be in the hands of Humanics. You have your orders, soldier. Can I expect you to follow them?
Yes, ma'am.
Then that's all I need to know. Paladin out.
Okay, so that is all of the
Can we
chat
see
stuff
upgrades
for
again?
today. I don't know if this one was here last time, so I don't know if that was added in or if it was just crossed off previously. I know I couldn't see that it was a railgun, but
Looks good.
so we're gonna sign off here and call this a day, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Okay, so here we are. We last left off going into the Wolfenberger air base. There's that friggin' beetle again, walking around in my headset. It's right there. The side of the continue button, my index finger. Let's see. Okay. So we will. So this one, I am sure that we listened to all of the reports for this one, so we are good this time. Opposed to last time where I thought I listened to them, but apparently didn't, so I had to go back and redo it. And so we listened to this last time at the end of the
Okay, team. We're headed to
last
Wolfenbarger
video I
Air Base,
recorded.
and we're looking for 3 pieces of tech that I need to get us stealth. A wave generator, sync crystals, and a force projector. The base is big. It should have what we need, we just need to look around for it. I've contacted the local scavengers, and they warned me there are Humanics hostiles in the area. So be ready for a fight.
Okay. Actually, I want to
M1, return to upgrades.
check. Okay,
Got it.
we're good.
Okay, team. We're headed to Wolfenbarger Air...
Wanted to double check, make sure I used all my upgrades. Or all my credits, I suppose, I think they're called. Money for upgrades. Don't want to go into this underprepared, considering how badly I get my ass handed to me. Well, when I'm regularly prepared, so. Excuse me. A little tiny beetle crawling around in there. I'm assuming at one point, or some point, it's just gonna... 'cause there's only the one that I've seen so far. I'm assuming that it's just gonna get lost in there, die off. It won't have any food or anything, and it'll eventually die and might rot in there. I don't know how good that's gonna be for the headset, but well, I suppose that's better than taking it apart and avoiding any warranties or anything on it.
Combat sync beginning.
Neural processor humming.
EEG and gamma wave patterns acceptable.
Begin dynamic link.
Dynamic link
Oh,
engaged.
that's
Zero
not
check.
good.
Captain, we are approaching the outskirts of Wolfenbarger Air Base.
Liberty, this is your show. You've got the shopping list.
Roger that, Guardian. I'm 3 components short of a working EMF cloak. I contacted the scavs in this area, and they tell me all 3 can be found around the base.
Scavs?
They've been living around this area for years. If anyone knows what's where, it's them.
M1, you picking up anything? Radio chatter? Radar signal? Anything?
I'm sorry, Captain, but if the scavengers Lieutenant Sanchez talked with are out there, they are running silent.
Is it just me, or does this place give you the creeps?
It's a graveyard, and it's got its share of ghosts.
Cut the chatter.
Oh, apparently I can't break those.
What in the hell is that?
Are those eyes?
I want weapons hot, fingers on triggers.
Roger that, Guardian.
Oh, I just swallowed my gum.
I don't know how I like it, but
Bulldog.
how I like
Floaters.
those.
Recon models.
Or,
Looking for us.
How
oh,
about we play hard to
something
get?
along that line.
We've been spotted.
Take them out. Fast.
Oh, where's my shield? There we go. Already forgot my controls, damn it.
Guardian, we just caught a break. I think there's an electromagnetic synchronizer at the base of this junction.
Yeah? Because that means something to us.
Rare earth synchronization crystals for the cloak. But that junction carries a heavy charge. Guardian, can you ground it for me?
You got it.
Just hold the mech's hand up to the unit.
Energy surge, Captain. Within tolerances.
Oh,
We just recharged our secondary power supply.
Remote power system. Transfer power to jackpot.
2 components to go. Move out.
I feel the power.
What happened here?
Destroyed. Recently.
Humanics. Murdering scavs for a better future.
If Humanics intercepted our chatter, I might have sentenced these people to death.
Why am I not able to shoot those? Is that because those are like people's houses or something?
Fast movers on our 10.
The screechers are transmitting our position.
Nope. Don't like that.
Cross your fingers. We might have found our second component. This aircraft wreckage, its avionics package might have the wave generator we need. Guardian, punch it, would you? That's great. Now put your hand on it to give it a little juice so I can examine it. Use the remote power system. Touch it, they're firing on the scavengers.
I feel the power.
Scouting ahead.
Belay that, Rambler. You're drawing fire.
Rambler,
Hang in there.
on your 10! On your 10!
Where the hell? Oh, okay. Jesus.
Kamikazes, watch out!
Rambler, evade, evade! Nice shooting, Guardian.
Damage report. Rambler.
Manageable. I got lucky.
Lucky? More like we got good.
Thanks, guys.
What the hell?
What was that thing?
This is because of us.
You don't know that.
Providing material support to the enemy. Treason. A capital offense.
Okay, so
We go
apparently
that
if I
way,
put
we're
it behind
drawing
me.
fire right
Oh,
to them.
oh, hey.
It's the most direct route.
Hey, Nate,
No,
I can reach way
Liberty's
back
right. And there's another way in. Lay a course using the ravine behind the base.
Course
there.
laid,
So,
Captain.
we're going over here.
Fog. As if this place wasn't
That way?
creepy enough.
Guardian, seems like you know Wolfenbarger Air
Jeez.
Base.
I was stationed here when all this happened.
You survived that?
I left.
Guardian?
He had orders from Paladin herself.
What orders?
These orders were to fly to a DARPA facility and rescue a
Lost.
crucial piece of technology before Humanics found it.
What
Earpiece.
technology?
Me.
Guardian, 12 o'clock.
Don't like those. Still
like
don't
the
know how I
feeling we're
feel
being
about
hunted.
them.
You and me both, sister.
Drone tanks.
They're shielded. Where's that generator?
Laser charging, Guardian.
Clear to engage, Rambler.
Big guns, synced and ready, Guardian. You point, I shoot.
What? Oh! 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 This is neat.
Rambler.
Captain, Screech is in.
We've got no maneuverability in this canyon.
Then blast your way out.
Big guns all spent, Guardian.
Done. That was kind of neat.
Captain, Screecher's incoming.
I don't like this one bit. They were waiting for us.
Would you prefer to run through the scavenger settlement and let them take our collateral damage?
Hell yes, better them than me.
Keep the comms clear.
Might have to start playing like this now.
Quadruped unit
This
detected.
is not good.
M1, analyze direction.
Here it comes.
When it leaves, punch it, Captain.
Oh, I missed. Ow. Nope. Missed that too. Oh, got that one. Oh, got that one too. Oh. We got this now.
I'm gonna send a thank you card to the Humanics Nightmare Factory.
Need
Good
some
work,
health
M1.
here.
Let's keep moving.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Where's Liberty? I need health. Come on, give me health, Liberty. Is my health restoring? Because I have that thing that restores up to 50%.
On your left, Captain.
Keep moving. Hit and run.
Down in the shanty towns.
Holy shit.
This nightmare, most nights, there's fighting. You leave me.
Guardian, come in. He's a Stone Point DARPA base in Vegas.
Everyone sit down. Paladin, repeat. Did not copy.
Guardian, this is a priority alpha retask. Your new coordinates are already in your jet's maps.
Negative, we are under attack. I am not leaving my squad.
I'm sending you to save your wife and son.
What the hell's going on, Guardian? Where's our backup?
Nobody else will get this chance, Guardian. Go! Now!
I've been given new orders. Hold them off as long as you can. Guardian! Guardian!
Guardian, our
Go,
orders.
go. Defend them.
What about you, boss?
I'll be the best six-story distraction you ever saw.
Roger that. Godspeed, Guardian.
The stress tolerance of the structure is within 5% of at all times.
Meaning,
Meaning, I'm scared.
you and me both.
The bridge is failing. Tolerances exceeded.
Go, go!